The water that's flowing behind me is literally the lifeblood of our entire community. Without the irrigation system, our community and the Central Valley would not look like what it looks like today.
I think we're all highly aware of the state of emergency, in fact, that we're in, with water insecurity, energy insecurity, increased energy demand, and at the same time, our need to combat climate change, to produce more renewable energy. Here in California, there are over 4,000 miles of canals, narrow ones, wide ones, serving irrigation. We need bold solutions today.
Obviously, we're surrounded by canals, and these canals will all be covered with solar panels from Project Nexus. We're also installing the energy storage. We're going to be implementing various different tilts of the solar panels, different structures, just to really see what works best.
Project Nexus is really a test bed for putting solar over canals much more broadly in California and elsewhere. Being in Turlock is ideal because Turlock Irrigation District is also an energy provider. So they provide water and energy, and the synergy, it just makes perfect sense.
We hypothesized that putting solar panels over canals would have multiple benefits, but here, the rubber meets the road.
This project can become really a symbol to the utility and the state to take a step back and really rethink how we serve water and power to our customers.
So what we see today, at least for this array, which is one of the two arrays at this specific project site, is essentially the completed structure, and the solar panels have been mounted.
We recently put these instruments in so we can measure the energy balance under the solar panels. Our hypothesis is we'll see much less evaporation under the shade out of the sunlight than we do in the open. Now, we're also projecting to see changes in the algal growth, because when you block the sunlight from the water, that's less energy for aquatic weeds and algae to grow, and that will help with maintenance, and it can help with water quality.
When I first came out and saw vertical construction for the first time, I knew it was going to be shading our canal system, but because we have 250 miles of canal and none of it is shaded. Really seeing that for the first time, you know, a little part of me thought, am I seeing the future? We're kind of flipping the script on what a canal system was built to do and what we need it to do, and using technology to do so.
This is really an exciting moment that we've been waiting on for about 10 years to get to see a major width canal covered by solar panels. During this irrigation season thus far, we're seeing about a 50 to 70% reduction in evaporation under the canopy compared to out in the open. Now, the wide span is really central to our results because it's a prototype for what we can expect on the wider canals in the Central Valley, especially the State Water Project. And millions of Californians depend on water from that canal.
As you can see, this solar over canals is right here in the middle of the open, right in the middle of farmland. People drive by it. We have had hundreds of interviews with irrigation districts, solar providers, governments from all over the world.
So now that the arrays are built, producing energy, providing shade, people ask, what's next for Nexus? The next step is really to look at efficiencies, less material, cost reductions. The final piece of technology is in fact a system that will sit quite low to the ground. It's a retractable system that can be moved out of the way to give complete access.
It's a proud moment to be a Californian. California is what California is because big thinkers and innovators that are not afraid to take audacious leaps come to California and bring these ideas to life.
It's so exciting that TID could be a part of it, and we're so glad that we started that partnership so many years ago.
We're looking for multi-benefit solutions, whether it's the stewardship of the Tuolumne River or whether it's bringing clean and affordable power to our ratepayers. We want to keep looking to the future, and we want to keep looking to it in new and innovative ways.
We have learned so much. Our aim has been to identify and test prototypes to evaluate performance, benefits, and risks. We've expanded our public-private academic partnership to now include researchers from 7 different California universities to study both the economics and policy around dual-use infrastructure, and to develop a mapping system to identify ideal, suitable locations for solar canals.
We've treated these canals as our living laboratory. We've been studying the trade-offs, understanding how different weather conditions, canal configurations, so that in the future, we don't just build more solar over canals, but we build the right solar over the right canals.
This really shows what happens when we have private innovators, public institutions, academic institutions coming together, really developing a model for how we can deliver projects.
We know that our future and the future of our kids and their kids and onward depends on us continuing to grow our economy and prosperity in ways that don't pollute.
Often, for change to happen, you need the alignment of a number of issues. Energy insecurity, commitments towards renewable energy, preserving land and open space. How do you do this? When you see it now, it seems obvious.
This is a no-brainer. This is common sense. 13 gigawatts if we were able to provide this canopy for our canals all up and down the state of California. So you have that net benefit. This is a benefits, existing built infrastructure, so you're not competing with other open space and species. And some estimates that 1% to 2% of evaporation benefits would generate savings about 65 billion gallons a year, enough for 2 million people. We've invested 20 million that went for our project, Nexus, as we call it, in partnership with Turlock Irrigation District. The work that we are doing, unprecedented work to modernize our water infrastructure. I think we're going to look back at this moment and wonder again what the hell it took us so long, but also be very, very proud of this moment and the progress we're advancing and announcing here together today.